Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. Today we're going to work inside because it's raining outside, but I am not complaining because we need much rain right now. We have not got hardly any rain in the last 2 months, where this spring we got rain, and then this fall I normally don't have to water anything and it's been crazy. So I am so thankful and I am willing to work inside instead of outside. So I've got a couple of videos to get out to you, but yesterday I got all my daffodils planted, so I was really happy about all that. So now I've got some bulbs still to plant, and they are, no, actually all of these are from Dutch grown, and those were the daffodils that I planted out yesterday as well. Were all from Dutch grown because I have lots of color blends tulips to plant as well, and I've got tulips and hyacinths. What other variety did I buy from them? Hyacinths and tulips. Seemed like there was something else. But anyways, normally I've already gotten my amaryllis bulbs in the container, and I've got this shipment about a month ago and I'm just now getting to it. So, but anyways, I really like to have these amaryllises blooming around Christmas time, but you know, it's just not gonna happen. So this year it's gonna be the new year. January of 2024, y'all. Isn't that crazy to talk about 2024? It sounds ridiculous to me, but I can't believe this year has just totally flown by. And maybe it's because I've got to spend my life with you guys all this year. All of 2023, I have talked to you all throughout the year. Told you about my personal stuff. I've told you about my knowledge of plants and all the blooms that I absolutely love. It's got a gorgeous bloom, I'm gonna buy it. And these have a gorgeous bloom. So these are called Jumbo Double Amaryllis, and I've got two different varieties. I've got Lady Jane, and I'll throw a picture up for you, of course. And I got Amethyst Candy. Now, y'all, you know, and you guys know I have a hard time saying names. Is that how you would say it? Amethyst. I don't even know how I would say it any different. Yeah. So this one is a real pretty white one, and this one's a real pretty pink and apricot. So let me tell you about them. So an Italian ranunculus, they say, has a spectacular bloom. And no, I'm not even on ranunculus. I'm still on ranunculus. All right, so my Lady Jane, which is this one right here, and I got two of Lady Janes. She has, I'm gonna call her a she because her name is Lady Jane. She has a huge double apricot pink flowers with delicate white feathering and stripes, and she gets 20 to 25 inches tall. Sounds so pretty, doesn't it? I'm really on this apricot pink this year, if you cannot tell with all the daffodils that I have. They all had apricot and pink. So how can you deny apricot and pink? And then my Amethyst Candy has pure white with beautiful maroon pink tips around edges of every flower. Gonna be gorgeous. So I thought that my Lady Jane would be pretty on each side with Amethyst Candy in the middle. I love these bulbs because you can repurpose them and plant them out in the ground into your landscape after frost, and they will bloom again in the summertime. So super excited that I get to see multiple blooms on them again. So when you do pull them up though, they have these gnarly roots that are like white and long all over the place, but just plant a big enough hole for them and they'll come back up for you again. All right, so I bought this gorgeous container a while back, and I got it at Pike's Nursery in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's got little birds all over it. Can you see the detail on that? So I saw this container and I was like, oh, that would be gorgeous to have my amaryllises in it. So I am going to use some great quality soil And you all know that I love my Proven Winners soil. So I am going to fill the bottom of this container, not even halfway. Let's see. Oh, you should put this dirt in here. I normally do this outside. Freaking rain. Let's get rain. Okay, so like so. Now, let's get these open. Let's see what Lady Jane looks like. Do you guys like to plant amaryllises? Like, give me a comment and let me know. And what color is your favorite amaryllis? There's so many varieties. Look how gorgeous this is. Look, I told you they had gnarly roots. And this one already has. So I hope I can put 3 in here. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can put 3. Let's see. So this one was Lady Jane and I had 2. Let's see. I have to get me a different container. At least put 2, but I don't know about 3. And there's the other Lady Jane. Look how big it is. It's gonna be beautiful. And then, you know, you wanna make sure they're nice and firm too when you plant them. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit 3 in here, y'all. Might just have to choose 2 of the Lady Janes and find another container for this one. Yeah. You know, it's gonna be tight, but I think I can make it work. What do y'all think? I think I can make it work. I think I can, I think I can. I think I can. All right, so this one was Candy, and I guess it's not really gonna matter because I'm just gonna get this dirt back around in there. There's not much to this, you guys. You just got to, you don't have to even completely get them all the way down into the soil either. But I am tucking these roots in there though. Let's see. I feel like I'm making a mess. It's the only thing about doing it inside is I make a mess. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to put one deeper, you see, than the other one. It's the only way I can fit them in there. It might kind of look like, you know, like I got them stair stepped here. All right, we're just gonna go with it. Goodness. One of the little legs keeps falling off, and that's what's making it unbalanced. So I'm just stuffing the dirt down, and they don't even have to be covered all the way. Like, you want to leave part of the bulb exposed. You can put these in water too. Have you seen them in water instead of in dirt? And then you can also, you know, I actually have one in the closet. Forgot about that. So you can try to force it to rebloom, but you have to cut all the foliage off, put it in a dark place. And I'm gonna go get that out because I've just remembered that I've got it in there. I forgot completely all about it. And I'm gonna go grab that and we can plant that up as well. And yeah, you have to at least put it in a dark space for I think 8 to 10 weeks, I think. And then it'll rebloom, it'll force it to rebloom, but it's gotta have a dark period. So that's why it's in the closet. All right, So now I got all my dirt around it, and I probably have this one a little bit too much, but I still think it's gonna be okay. And then when I water it down, it's gonna push the soil down in there too. But I like to top, since I'm putting this in the house, I like to top dress it with something pretty, and I like to use this moss. This is Spanish moss, and it's just a preserved Spanish moss. You see how pretty it is? And then it just looks really pretty and kind of makes it more festive and Christmassy, I think. I need to grab me some more of this. I am making a mess. All right, that's what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna get it watered in. I got this Spanish moss at Pikes. You can buy it on Amazon. I think I even have a link. I'll link it in my description too. And I just threw this little foot thing down the sink. Great. If I can find it. It's so tiny. It's either that or I can just take all the feet off. I got it. See? It won't stay on there. I guess I'm gonna have to glue it on. Okay, and then we're just gonna water it in and watch it grow. All right, one down, and let me go get that one in the closet. See? All right, this is the one that was in the closet. I guess I didn't cut the foliage back, but that's what it's been. Like I had the same kind of moss on there. I think I'm gonna take this moss off, and I think I'm gonna get it some new dirt, maybe. It's in there pretty good. Look. Look at the roots. I don't even think it's gonna need any more dirt, honestly. But there's what it looks like. So I think I'm just gonna put this moss back on it. I'm gonna cut this off. I'll have my scissors. My focos are outside. I'm gonna cut this off. And we'll throw this all in the trash. So this is the one that I had last year. And if I can remember, it was just a pure white. I believe. I think it was just pure white. It might had a little bit of a yellow center in it. All right, so we'll just get this one watered. Now this one, up until not too long ago, before I put it in the closet, I just kept it watered. I had it on the windowsill, and I love this container that I bought. It's just a piece of pottery with a dragonfly on it, and it's pretty. So I just kept it near the windowsill, and it like just had green on it, right? So once the flowers died back, then of course I just cut the stalk off, and then I just had nothing but greenery until probably, I'm guessing I've had it in the closet maybe since October. Can't quite remember, but I actually really forgot about it. So now we got it all watered. Let me water it just a little bit more. It's got a great root base on it. Just drain it a little bit. There we go. And then we're gonna put this in a sunny windowsill and see if we can get it to reproduce some flowers. So the next thing that we're gonna plant up are corms. Yes, I used to say corns because that's what I thought they were. Corms, C-O-R-M-S. And I have two different varieties, Simone, I think two different varieties of ranunculus. And these are an Italian ranunculus. And the Italian ranunculus is an improved alternative to the common ranunculus. It has longer stems, increased productivity, larger blooms, many more petals, and it thrives in a broader range of climates. So let me know, have you had experience with ranunculus? So I fell in love with ranunculus, of course, from Laura with Garden Answer, and that's where she introduced me these from her. And I love the blooms on these. They are absolute gorgeous. So I bought two different types, and I think I've got 20 of each. So they came in a little bag like this. They were tiny, and they were 10 in each. So I got the Simone. See if I can find my notes here. Simone is an apricot / pink tones. Go figure, right? And then the La Dos Vita, right there, La Dos Vita. This one boosts pretty pink and apricot hues. Again, loving those apricot hues, right? So I don't really, the only experience I had on these is that in my zone, it says zone 8 to 10, which I used to consider myself a zone 7B, was to plant them in fall and then they'll bloom in the spring. So I did that and I put it in a sunny location and they came up, like I did what I was supposed to. I soaked them for 2 to 3 hours and I'm not sure if I pre-sprouted them. Not sure about that. I can't promise that, but planted them in the ground and I got gorgeous green foliage and no blooms. So if you've got experience with ranunculus and you need to tell me how to do something different, I will take the advice because I really, really want to share these blooms with you guys. Like, I love the bloom on these. So I am actually going to put mine in a container this year. So I've got them soaking. You see that? I got them soaking and I had them soaking for 2 to 3 hours and it said to be careful not to over soak them. And I was thinking I was supposed to do it for days, but so I'm going to go ahead and just drain these. Get them all drained. Just trying not to mix them up. Yeah, so actually I can just put them in the same bowl, right? The La Dos Vita. And my Simone corns. Okay, so I got 40 corms. Now, this is my container. Do you think I could put 40 in here or you think it's too much? Should I try? I know that it would be easier for me to worry about one container versus two. I've got another container outside that I can use. All right, so the thing that I do know is that I've soaked them, so I did that. And then I can pre-sprout them in moist soil, which I'm gonna kind of do in this container anyways. So it says, for container planting, make sure you have a large enough for the roots to spread, which even if I put 40 in here, I got a lot of room for these roots to spread, right? So I think that'll be okay. They're tiny, they're not that big. And it takes full sun, at least 8 hours, and to make sure it gets adequate drainage. So I have a drain hole, so I got that covered. And then, so this is my thing. It says for 8 to 10 to plant in the fall. And then when you talk about zones 3 through 7 or zones 2 through 7, it said not to plant until danger of hard frost has passed in your area. Well, I get a hard frost. So this is where I battle my zones, right? So the zones are for hardiness, for cold hardiness, not for hot hardiness. And my zone 8, I still get frost, like a lot of frost, still a hard freeze. So this is what I'm gonna do. And I still don't think it affected my plants from last time because I still got green. And usually when you get a hard frost, they dye back all the foliage, or my experience, they do anyways. So what I'm gonna do is plant them all in here. And I think I'm going to every other one, or I might plant one color in the middle and then the other ones on the outer edge. That's what I'm gonna do because I think that would be really pretty. I think I'm gonna do the white ones in the middle and then on the outer edge do the colored ones. And then I can put this in a protective area. So it said to put it in a windowsill that's cool, 50 to 60 degrees. So my house still, we keep it 67 through the winter time, most of the time. And I guess maybe through, I don't even know, I don't think it's gonna be cooler on my windowsill, but I have an overhang that doesn't get frost outside, so I can actually put it out there, or I could bring it in and bring it outside during the daytime. So we're gonna wing it, and I'm gonna let you know how, you'll find out how it's gonna work for me. I feel like I'm rambling on. All right, so I'm gonna use my same proven winter soil. Soil in my container. And then I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on lightly and just wet the soil. See if we can give it a good mix here. One of those containers that you can just mix the soil in and then wet it. I need one of those. All right, so this soil feels pretty moist. All right, so you can see, so I still have room to plant. So I still have, it says to plant your corms 2 to 3 inches deep. So I have at least that, 2 inches. So what I'm gonna do, if you guys can see this. All right, so my La Dos Vita, you see my notes here. Those were pretty pink and apricot. And so they're still, oh, I was thinking about the white being my Lady Jane. That's not gonna work. So one is a pretty pink and apricot, and the other one is apricot and pink. So they're gonna be close to the same. So, but anyways, I'm gonna do the La Dos Vita in the middle, and this is what the corns look like. And it says to point it pointy side down. So I'm assuming it goes like this. Now, I like to mass plant things because I want this to be a real pretty, gorgeous, like bouquet. Like I did my daffodils. And in the directions it says, you know, to plant them 6 inches apart. Mine are gonna be closer than 6 inches, just let you know. I could do 2 containers, I guess. You know, I think I'm gonna do 2. So yeah, we'll just do that. But I'm still gonna mix them. I'm gonna do both colors. That way they're gonna have room in here. I can do the other ones the opposite. I guess one good thing about pre-sprouting them is that you're covering them with this soil and that you can see that they're pre-sprouted. These are going to be hard to see that they're sprouted. And I might get some more moss and stick on here. What do y'all think? I think moss would be pretty on it. I've been wanting to ride the pikes anyways. In my prior video, I had a white container out in the back that I had to get the sedum out, and I was going to put something in its place, and I said it'd be really pretty to either coarse pansies or violas. Of course, that's always the most given for me, for my zone here, because I can plant them now and they'll last all the way till the spring. They just don't like the heat. So once it starts to get 80 degrees, they're going to peter out and they're not going to be happy. So, but they will still take a frost. So they might freeze, but as soon as the sun comes out, then they'll like defrost, and they may not bloom as much, but they're not gonna die either. So anyways, but I can plant any time of the year right now because I'm not getting a lot of snow and my ground doesn't freeze. But I thought it would be really pretty to put some hellebores in there too. But of course I want a different variety of hellebores. I already have some white ones, and I just bought a gorgeous variety of a dark purple that I shared with you in the prior video. And I got another plant that I want to share with you. It's an indoor plant, and it is gorgeous. It's called a frosty fern. Have you ever heard of a frosty fern? So it's first time. We were at Wilson's Nursery this past time, and it caught her eye, and of course it's variegated, and she loves anything variegated. And she's like, "Look at this, have you ever heard of this?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And it was really pretty. All right, so I already had the soil underneath moist. I'm gonna stick this back in the sink. Use this. My doors. All right, so there's my container. And then I need to go get my other container, which is quite different one than this one. I think it'll still work. And what do you think? Do you think I should keep this inside until it pre-sprouts? Do you think it'll want a warmer location, or should I put it outside? I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't get frost. What do you think? Let me know. Comment. And let me know if you've had experience with these gorgeous flowers. And then after it blooms, it has its own separate care too. So you can actually, kind of like a dahlia, you can pull them up after they dried back, after the stalks, kind of like a daffodil or a tulip, after you let the whole thing die back and then cut it out, you can pull them up and then store them and then do it all over again. All right, so this is my second container, and I actually bought this at Pike's as well, and it didn't have a drain hole in it, so I asked my husband to put one in it. I know this is disgusting because it's had dirt in it, but that's what gardening is all about. So anyways, I had him, there still has the price on there, drill a hole in it for me. Of course, I am not good at sedum. And evidently I know why, because the sedum that I put on the pumpkins, they're still living. And I'll show you. I have not watered it, not once. It has not had, it's not even in dirt and it's living. So evidently I watered it way too much. Let me go show you. Can you believe this? It's just in moss. It's not wet. This was planted or glued on, and I have a video on it, like maybe a week before Thanksgiving. So it's been a whole month. And look at them, they're gorgeous. I have not watered it, not one bit. They're just glued onto this moss, onto this pumpkin, and the pumpkin still looks really good. So I do have a container that I was gonna cut these off and put them in dirt. And because I thought the pumpkin would eventually rot, but it's not rotted. Look how pretty that is. So evidently I overwater succulents, and that's the reason why. That's pretty. And this is my frosty fern. Look, y'all. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I got this gorgeous container for it too, because you know, I'm like my little woodland white and silver this year, because that's the way my tree is, bringing the outdoors in, and this just fit perfect. So pretty. So I got both of these at Wilson's Nursery in Rock Hill. There's not much to say about this frosty fern. So anyways, this frosty fern, she said, does like a lot of water, and it needs a lot of sun in order to keep the white tips on there. So I kept it in its original container, and this container had a little insert in it. So that's what the only thing that I did was, let me show you. I filled this up with water, and then I put this container in here, and I let it just soak it up from the bottom up. That's what I did. And then after 2 or 3 hours, then I just remove this and throw the other water away, and then it has absorbed all the water from the bottom up. But I already did this morning, so I'm gonna not do this. I just wanted to show you. Kind of like how I do my mums. I do my mums the same way. Like I said, I already did this morning or yesterday. Frosty fern. There's not much to say about it. There's not much on here. I think it is an indoor plant. Frosty fern. You see it? And on the back it just says, keep soil evenly moist, medium light. Average room temperature, that's all it says. Okay, so I got the second one all planted up. I did it outside though. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna get me some moss though. I think it'll be so much more prettier. And let's just moisten this now. All right, so that's gonna drain. And I'm gonna put it outside for right now. So we'll let you know. It says it's supposed to sprout in 2 weeks. And maybe I'll just dig one up and see if it's like already starting to pre-sprout. So there you go, I got 2 containers now. All right, so I need to get all this mess cleaned up, and I'm gonna share with you the finds that I found when I went to Southern Roots. I found a couple of cute ornaments, and I got a tree. I had a $100 gift card. So out of all the things that I got there, I got a cute little artificial tree, and I got some cute ornaments. And the ornaments that I got, I was gonna put on a different tree, but now I'm gonna put them on this tree because I was gonna put that outside, and then I brought it inside. You know, so I'm gonna share what I bought with you guys from there. And one of the plants that I kept dreaming about last night, and I even thought about should I go back and get it this morning, was that black elder lace. I'll have to like look at the tag, but I kept on dreaming about it. And I want to pull up another hardy hibiscus that hasn't been doing great on the side of the house over there. And I just kept on dreaming, like looking down the side of the house and seeing this gorgeous black looking plant that looks very similar to, the leaves look very similar to a Japanese maple. So I thought it was so pretty, and I'm like, I could just envision it. So when you dream about stuff, do you guys dream about stuff? Like I dream about stuff all the time. Like God gave me my design in my dream. God made me do YouTube in my dream. He would not let me sleep about it, you guys, until I just gave it a try. And if you go back and look at my videos, I was scared to death to talk to you all. Like scared to death. But anyways, I overcome that, and now I can just babble on, except for forgetting words sometimes from here and there. But anyways, I hope you enjoy it. I enjoy it. And I'm really excited to have relationships with you guys as well too. So let me clean up the mess, and then we're gonna show you some of the ornaments that I got. Okay, so these are the ornaments that I want to share with you. So like I said, my tree that I've got in my living room was the first year that I've done the silver, white, and blue. So I bought this for the tree. I thought that was really, really pretty. And I bought this one as well. So we'll hang that on the tree together. And then I'm a sucker for these little bells right here. So they're really popular, the ones that look real antique-ish. So let's see, without showing you my mess. You know, Sasha is a big old kid. She's got her toys all over the place. But there's the tree that I'm gonna hang those ornaments on. And this is my mantle. Now I really, really would like to do the mantle this year. Actually, this is quite different than what I did last year. But this is where I was gonna hang these. It's right here. Don't you like that look a lot better? Isn't that pretty? Just kind of put it there, right there in the front. Okay, so what I like better than this is, you know, I got my tree here, so I have a lot of fullness there. And then I got my garland here, but I want to come back with a thicker garland like I have in my bedroom that I put above the windowsill. And then what'll be like real nice and full and just have nothing but the greenery. And of course, you know, the few acorns and stuff in there, it's already made in there too. So these acorns, pine cones, geez, these pine cones are already made in here. And this is not real too. You can see where I just made it fall. But instead of having all these little pieces, I'd like to add these back to the tree. And then I could even do like a big bunch of floral here, but I want that garland to go all the way down here. That way I'll have like fullness all the way over here, since on the other side I already have the fullness from the tree. But that's what I'd like to do. If I can get my hands on it this year, I'll still do that. But the garland that I bought that's in my bedroom, it came from, Kirkland's, and they're out of stock right now. But I got the stocking from Pottery Barn. And then I bought this at the Southern Roots. And I got this little cute hanger that just kind of like hides right there too, so it's not much to it. But that's what I'd like to do. And then it kind of like would go with my theme with all my deer here as well. And then all the Winter Wonderland pillows that I have. This is Sasha's crate. You can look at my videos and see what I did last year. So last year I had blue and white mantle for the first time, and then I had this, my regular Christopher Ray Kodak decorations that I had. And I don't know if you watched my Christmas tour, but go back and look at my Christmas tour, and I have all those Christmas trees on there. But I just love this tree. All right, so let's go grab our ornaments and put it on this tree. So I really like a full tree. So these are the ornaments, and then I'm gonna put them on with little floral wire. And I'm just gonna pull it through the hook so that way I don't have to use this that it comes with right here. So I'll just let that hang. So I'm just gonna slide this through here. Can you see that? And then I'll use this wire to tie it on the tree. I think this one's so pretty too. It's like that mercury glass. I think it's so pretty. It just like reflects off the lights. It's just so, so pretty. You see that? How it just reflects off the light? So this is the cute little artificial tree that I bought with my money that I got from my gift card. I thought it was really, really cute. I was initially gonna put it outside because I wanted to do that different themes of different trees, the white with the branching and then this green. But this one is not really heavy and it kept on falling over, and Dawn kind of mentioned that this would be really pretty because you could see it straight in the window from the front door straight in, and I got 2 mirrors right here on top that would be really pretty. So it's cute here. So I did go get some little fairy lights because I didn't have fairy lights, and I want to give you a little tip. So I bought these at Kirkland's and they were already on sale, but always pull the app up because you may never know. I got 25% additional even on sale items. So I pretty much got one of these fairy lights for buy one, get one free. And these are it's a 33 foot strand, and it's got 100 lights on it, and it does different things, which is kind of cool, which I'm not really big on a lot of colored things, but do you see how it changes colors? So it's got different modes. It'll go like from clear to even colored. So for the first time I decorated my bedroom, and I'm pretty excited about it. I never thought that I would like my bedroom, but I see a lot of different YouTube shorts and videos, and they decorated their bedroom. So I just kind of made it like a little winter wonderland thing also. But I've got a tree in there, and I have just a few little simple icicle lights on that, and I thought that that's what I would want to put this on. But then after I bought this tree, I was like, oh, these ornaments would be cute on this. So I'm just gonna give it a try and see if I like it. So you could either hang these on here with the little thing that it comes with. Let me see. I'm not sure what I'm gonna like. They're kind of hard to get on there. Let me see if I like that look. The good thing about this is that you can just put it directly on the branch. Well, you can hang it from that, or you could hang it right here. You just tie it on there and it stays really good on there too. Which one do you like? You like this one, or they, you know, they're both about the same. This one's kind of cute because it is hanging more. I kind of think I like the one hanging. All right, well, this kind of gives you an option too. If it's something that's really heavy, or you want it in a better place and it doesn't, and you don't want it to hang. Well, I'm glad I got to spend the day with you. You guys are awesome. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm getting better with my analytics, my numbers. I'm at like 73% of people that have not subscribed, and you only have to subscribe only once. So make sure you give me those likes to make YouTube know that I'm doing good, and let me know that I'm doing good for you as well. And I hope you enjoyed this little video today. We planted up some ranunculus, we planted up some amaryllis, and you got to see my grapevines that I found at Southern Roots. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.